I'll never forget the sign my ninth grade teacher, physical science teacher, Mr. Marshall, had under the clock in the classroom. It read very simply, "Time will pass. Will you?" I think myself and all the ninth graders in that classroom, it was probably the first time we really had to consider our futures. And we all realized that moving into the future is not optional. But how you move into that future is the attitude and preparedness that you take with you into the future. Hi, Jim VanZandt here, one of the pastors at CUMC, and last week we honored the graduates, and that was our theme for the day and the theme of the message that I delivered. It wasn't specifically for graduates, but I used the theme for all of us here in the church. Again, realizing that we all have futures, and it's not optional whether or not we move into those futures, but what is optional is the attitude and preparedness that we take. So I pulled some scriptures from various parts of the New Testament, pulling from the letters of Paul and 2 Timothy, his letter to the Philippians, and the writer of the Hebrews has some wonderful advice for people as they move into their futures. And we're concentrating on remembering that we need to face our fears, that we need to forget our failures, and that we need to give faith a chance in our lives. You know, I just learned recently that human behavioralists believe that you and I will spend more time, energy, money, and resources in avoiding the things we fear in life than in pursuing the things that give us passion, happiness, and satisfaction. Think about that. No wonder so many people are dissatisfied with their lives. They're spending their entire lives running away from something, spending the time avoiding something in our lives, rather than pursuing those things that give us pleasure. God didn't create us to be people who run away. There are plenty of scriptures that remind us He created and gifted us to be a people of courage and of strength and to face those things we fear. As we move into the future, there's a lot of things that we are going to fear, but we know who is with us, the one who created us, and there is no reason to fear. We're all going to fail at stuff. Matter of fact, that's probably where we learn the most is in our failures. Except what I see today is too many of us just quit too early. As soon as one person says they don't like something or something didn't turn out quite the way we wanted it to, we just throw it all aside. We can't do that in our lives. We know that. What did Thomas Edison say? He found 99 ways not to make a light bulb. We have to have that attitude also as we're going to move successfully into our futures. We're going to fail. We can't let our failures permanently defeat us. And the last thing is we have to give faith a chance. It's one of the things I need to remember and I've learned the hard way, maybe you too. Too many of us are too quick, once again, too quick in making decisions or letting God to let God work in our lives. We think God needs to work more quickly. And yet, we need to expand our sense of time and understand that everything's in God's time and in God's hands, and give faith a chance to work in our lives. Once again, moving into the future is not optional, but how you move into that future is. And with God is on your side, who can be against you? That's today's sermon in 3 minutes.